Damn it. Here we go. Man, I hate my job sometimes. Dude, that's like 48 amps, 44 amps. Oh, shit. Oh, man, this is terrifying. I'm holding at 40 amps, guys. Oh, shit, it's getting red hot. It ain't gonna hold. Hey, what's up, fellas? I'm gonna give this additive manufacturing test one more try. And I'm gonna use my MIG welding stand. I built this stand a while back to kind of, sometimes when you're MIG welding, you need something to kind of rest your hand on there as you're working, and this thing swings around real nice. Moves up and down real easy. Perfect for that. So I decided to bolt this clamp on here, and I've got a new torch tip in this thing. We got a much tighter tolerance on the oxyhydrogen torch this time, and I did actually have a smaller tube, come to find out. I had to really dig for it. So I've got some filtered sand in here. Come to find out the sand I had little specks of wood in there. I'm almost wondering if that's on purpose. What I'm gonna do, for the sake of safety, is we're gonna fire this thing up on propane first. And if things look good, what I mean by that, we're gonna do gas modification with propane. I have a propane tank here that is connected to the oxyhydrogen generator, and I'm going to slowly draw back on the propane, and if it gets too creepy and I know it's about to blow up on us, I'm just gonna stop. But that's a pretty tight orifice. Unfortunately, the electrolyte mix that I currently have in here is only getting me up to about 39 amps at 220 volts out of the wall. Just a test wand. Nothing big is gonna come of this specific component. I just wanna do a trial run and see how difficult it is. Turns out it's extremely difficult. I mean, so far, you're about $5 grand into it right there alone with the oxyhydrogen. A couple of guys commented in the last video that they used this technique to make rubies or sapphires or probably rubies or something like that, the synthetic ones. All right, fellas, I apologize for the lighting. I'm gonna turn off one or two here because we need to be able to take a look at this flame. That's our goal. So, somebody suggested I wear earplugs, but I can't. I gotta get a real feel for the sound so I know whether or not the cops are gonna show up. So, let's do this. What fun. Okay, if you're watching this video, I obviously didn't blow myself up. So, step one is the propane. I'll move this whole system over. Hopefully you can see me adjusting the power. Okay, so anytime you're doing this, best thing to do is gas modification. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna do is fire it up without lighting it to get a feel for the back pressure. You never wanna go over 5 PSIs or so in this type of cell because you could blow a gasket out. There's not a whole lot of force holding lateral. I do have structure bars in there, but I got gaps about that big. Dry plate cell. Ooh. And I don't want to push a gasket out this way, so we're gonna try and keep it under 5 PSIs on the back pressure. We ain't pressuring up too much. Man, it is rocketing out of that nozzle though. I better shut this off or I'll blow the whole place up. Okay, here goes. I want to make sure I get all the oxyhydrogen out of there. That's a substantial amount of gas. Coming up on 5 amps. No gas is bubbling out yet. At about 15 amps right there. I better back off. I'm back down to 8. There's 11 amps. 15. Oh, that is frightening. Jeez. That's 20 amps right there. Jeez. 3,800 watts. I don't know if it's going to blow up or not. Hard to say. I'm going to draw back a little bit on the propane. I don't think it's hot enough. I think I need to lower it. I'm going to try it anyway. Here goes. We're getting hot. We got to go. Oh, shit. Ow! This is hot. So far, so good on my hose. Now we're really dumping some sand. We're cranking some power, guys. Oh, that's hot. Hot sand, hot sand. Oh, you ought to feel that stuff flying off of that thing. Ow. Don't get by it. Nothing fancy's going on. I don't know if we're coating anything or what. Oh shit. What was that? Oh, I hit the gauge. I turned the power up by accident. We're out. That's it. So I got to get this off of there. Oh, it'll melt. Dude, it just melting that fire brick like it ain't nothing. I don't think it's hot enough. I think I need to lower it. I'm going to try it anyway. Here goes. We're getting hot. We got to go. Ow! Nothing fancy's going on. So far, so good on my hose. All right, guys, we're at about 4,400 some watts of power here. Now, this rotometer says 10 liters per minute, but because hydrogen gas is so light, we're probably actually doing closer to 15 actual volumetric liters per minute at STP. We're out. That's it. Alright guys, so that's how much propane we were burning. We got like a nuclear bomb every second here, feels like. I'm gonna have to grow a pair. Let's take a look at what we got. Man, we should be able to do it, guys, on full power. I'm just afraid, man. Damn it. This freaking block's barely hot. So no buildup whatsoever. We're gonna have to reshape the torch also. It's too short. I gotta get this hose out of here. I'm gonna blow myself up for sure. Here we go. Dude, that's like 48 amps, 44 amps. Oh shit. Oh man, that's terrifying. I'm holding at 40 amps, guys. Oh shit, it's getting red hot. It ain't gonna hold. It wasn't gonna hold. Whew, I can go eat now, right? Son of a bitch. Doing pretty good though. Could balance a quarter on that. Alright, so I didn't have time to take camera out. No way I was doing that. This inner cone started to get red hot. So we was just on the verge. It's cold to the touch. But I saw red hot stainless steel. I should have aimed it at you. I'm going to eat, man. That was terrible.